That was gripping, Steve.
Wasn't it?
I love it.
All right. Welcome
The
back to Sacred
suspense.
Sundays. And we're just, uh, I'm tired today. I've been busy all day.
Yeah.
And I know Kat's been busy as well. So I think we'll start the tarot readings shortly. Of course, we have to do our disclaimer indicating that this is for arts and entertainment purposes only, and we do not read for legal, medical, or financial advice because there are experts in those fields.
Mm-hmm.
And before we start, I'm going to show you the deck that I'm using this month because I figure it's October and we have Halloween coming up. So I'm using Tarot of the Vampires.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
All right. And which deck are you using?
I am using my it's my Aquarian tarot that I'm using today. Let me just grab it's over here. I
And
like
while you
this deck. This is the
Oh yes,
Aquarian tarot. Yeah, it's my
perfect.
favorite. Yeah.
And I want to welcome Anum. Welcome. We met Anum at Enchanta. And then my mom is online, Josie, and I'm looking at Crystal and Candy Bite. Thanks for joining.
Nice. Hey, everybody.
Okay, so maybe we'll start. Did you want to go first?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah. So I pulled a major arcana this week, and that's the moon. And I've got
Oh,
the,
that's interesting.
yeah,
Okay,
I've
go
got
ahead.
the Nine of Cups in reverse. So this is a cards of wishes on not being fulfilled or being a bit gluttonous, like taking a little more than you need. The moon, of course, represents your shadow self, having to do some inner work. And then we've got the Five of Wands in reverse, which is, it's actually better. This one in reverse, it means you've had a cutthroat kind of battle and you've come out ahead on top. So it looks to me like there's some inner work to be done and it's going to be hard work, but it's going to be worth, because where you're at now is probably not ideal. You're probably not in a good place in life. Some of you out there are maybe finding life really unfulfilling, or maybe you're taking a little more than you need. And there's some inner work that has to be done for you to get over the hump or get past sort of that negativity until you can get out of the woods and start, doing something, taking the life lesson that comes from the moon and doing something with it. What are your thoughts on those, Steve?
Yeah, I mean, okay, so the Nine of Cups reversed to me in the upright position is really all about joy. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you've got that fulfillment, you've got that happiness coming emotionally, and you're close to the end of a cycle because the 10 is the end. Now, in reverse, what it's telling me, it's you're not quite there, you haven't reached that joy, or something is taking it away from you, right? And I feel like the next card kind of speaks to that because you've got the moon, and the moon really is, it's about fear, it's about illusions. So it's very possible that, you're in a spot where you think that there's something going on. You might have some fear going on, and that's taking away the happiness. But behind that, on the other side of the moon, you've got the Five of Wands reverse, indicating to me, you know what? There's no conflict. You might be thinking that there's conflict going on right now in your life, and there really isn't. And that's robbing you from your happiness, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's try to refocus and regroup and look at things differently.
Yeah.
So that's the way I interpret it. Um, all right. Before I start, I will welcome Adrian. Thanks for joining. Okay, so funny enough, Kat. So sometimes Kat and I will each other and we'll send each other what the cards that we have pulled. And this week we did not do that, just simply because we were too busy. And she pulled the moon, and guess what my first card is? It's the moon. So I think this week that is a pretty strong message for the general
Mhm.
collective. Okay, since we both pulled the moon, what that's telling me is we're living in a lot of illusions or a lot of fears right now. And there's a lot of things going on around the world that's providing that fear, and media is feeding it to us, right? We're hearing all about it. So there is an element of illusion there as well, right? So just be careful what you're listening to and what you're watching. Okay, so anyway, so we've got the moon. It's about illusion, it's about fear. My next card is the Ace of Pentacles.
Mm.
And that really indicates a new opportunity to make money, a new career opportunity, a new business opportunity, a new business venture. Okay. And then the last card I've got is the Lovers. Okay. So I've got two major arcana cards this week,
Mm.
indicating quite, it is kind of powerful for the general collective. And the Lovers is about relationships, but it's also about choices and balance. Okay. So when we put the three cards together, what I'm really seeing is that this week, you know, you might have that fear of starting something new. Okay. So there's a fear that's going on and you're afraid to start that something new. But at the end of the day, it works out to be in your benefit because you do have options and you do have choices, and it provides you with balance. So you just need to get over that illusion or that fear that you're experiencing to get this on track. Okay. What do you think, Kat?
Hmm. Yeah, so that you've got two powerful major arcana. And now are you reading reversals with this deck or no?
No, no.
Okay. Okay. So I mean the Ace of Pentacles is great. It's a harbinger of, monetary, beginnings of making some money. So, it kind of makes me feel as though there's again that moon. I think there's an aspect to it that maybe in addition to the interpretation, I think there's some inner work here. That moon coming up twice, each of us pulling it, and then you've got, and again, my reversed Five of Wands means coming out ahead after a hard won cutthroat battle, whereas your Ace of Pentacles is like beginning of some financial pieces there, but the Lovers is saying there's some duality. So um as above so below, if it goes up it has to come down. So there's probably going to be a little bit of a balancing too as you're doing that inner work and sort of trying to sort through some of the deception that's happening out there. It may mean that you need to balance things a little bit, whether it's in your life or your um, it could be in your personal life, professional life, whatever it is. There's going to be something really that if, as you do well financially, something's going to suffer. And so there's going to have to be there's a price to be paid.
Yeah, exactly.
So that it's just, keep your wits about you around that. There's interesting things afoot coming up this week, folks.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's. I think we'll start the live part of the audience member readings. So if there's anyone out there that would like a reading, I just shuffle and I see what comes out. Kat does hers a little differently. So if you haven't been here before, then what she looks for is whether or not you're under 30 or over 30, your astrological sign, so your sun sign, and oh geez, what was the other part? Oh, male or female.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let me welcome to Haley. Thanks for joining. And okay, so there are a few questions already, so let's get to them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've got, let's see here. I'm going to put it up on the screen. So Candy Bite, can I have a general reading, please? And thank you. And of course you can. So
Candy
let's
Bite,
start with
Queen of
Candy
Clubs.
Bites. So this is the part, like I said, we do the live audience member readings. Kat will pull a card, I will pull a card, and then we will try to interpret the message for the member, the audience member. Right. Let's see what we got. You won't believe this.
You
Like,
did shuffle, right?
I just shuffled. I cut the cards, and the card that came up for Candy Bites is the Ace of Pentacles. So Candy Bite, I think we went through this. This is about a new venture, a new business opportunity, a new way to make money. It could represent a new beginning. Okay, and let's see what Kat pulled. The same thing?
Same thing.
You got to be kidding me. Okay. So, Candy Bites, you got to fill us in here, girl, because there's something going on where you've got some new opportunities or some new beginnings that are about to start. So, yeah.
That's literally never happened. Ever.
That's never happened. No.
Wow.
So, Candy Bite, let us know if that resonates with you. She's like, what? Oh my God. Love it.
Do you have a financial venture or something you're doing like property wise or with your resource? Is there anything you're starting right now? Or thinking of starting? Because it looks like the stars are literally the pentacles are aligning for you here.
Yeah.
Now's the time, girl.
We'll wait for her response.
Holy cow.
Yeah. I've never had that before. Never.
In fact, yeah, even seeing two aces in a reading, whether they're the same or not. Yeah. Yeah. Do it. The cards are saying do it.
Yes. Move on from X and thinking of my new business venture. Yes, to property ventures. Absolutely. It's really, you cannot get,
it's a good idea.
When you get an ace, it typically means yes, that's your affirmation. Mm-hmm. Yes. And you've got two of them, and two of them identical. Okay. So pretty powerful.
Holy cow. I love it. Good luck, Candy Bite. Keep us posted. That's amazing.
So let me scroll back up here. And of course, I didn't put my glasses on. And the screen, by the way, the screen is far away from me because I'm using my TV as the screen. Oh. So let me just see what Crystal asked. So Crystal, can I ask a question about anyone, or does it have to be about you? Or it has to be about you. I think you can ask. It really just depends on what the question is. Yeah, you can ask. I'm not going to say no to that one.
Okay, so Crystal, I'm going to start shuffling Crystal. So we'll see what the cards have to say about. Do you want to?
We'll wait for Crystal to respond. Crystal, do you have a specific? Yeah, do you have a specific question? Now, for the person that you're asking for, we need to know what their astrological sign is, and if they're male or female, and if they're under or over 30, right? Because that's the way Kat does her readings.
I don't think so. No, it's only for the querent. So okay. It can be. It's for the querent. So whatever the question is, it'll be the answer to the querent's question. So Crystal's an air sign. So I have her as Queen of Swords. So we'll just, if we can know a little bit more before I draw.
And just so that you guys are aware, if you haven't heard the term querent before, it really just basically means, Kat or my client. Okay. All right. So here we go. Here's the question. It's coming up on the screen. I want to know, is Johnny really happy with Gigi, who is 40? Oh, who is 42, Cancer? Okay. So what we'll do is we're going to base this reading off of you, Crystal, like Kat said. And then we're going to. Yeah.
Well, so it's a yes or no question, right?
Yeah, there's a yes and no element to it, and it also depends what the card reveals, I think. Right?
Like if I see cups and they're upright, for example, I would take that as a sign that yes, things are
Well, it
going
depends.
well.
If it's a 5 of cups or 4 of cups, it could be sad, right?
It's hard to tell with two cards, though. This is one you might want to book time with Steve and get a little more info on.
Yeah. And hello, Coco Bear. Thanks for joining. Okay. So I've got my card.
Give me a sec here.
Sure.
Where is she? Oh my God. So she showed up at the end. There's nothing behind her.
Okay.
So I can try again. Let me try again here.
All right. We'll wait for Kat. What I can do is I can start with my card while Kat's pulling hers. Okay.
Mhm.
I've got Crystal. I've got the King of Pentacles. Okay. So the King of Pentacles, I would say, is a yes card. It generally refers to money, financial things. So again, we can interpret this in so many ways, but I'm going to stick with a yes for the moment. And Kat?
So Steve, before I show you the card, let me ask you this. Other than the moon,
Yes.
what would be the next most mystical mystery cloak and dagger card
for a major arcana?
Yeah.
Let me think about this for a second. Mystical, I would say the Star.
I've got the High Priestess.
Ah, yeah, and she's about secrets.
Mm-hmm. My cards don't want to answer this question.
Yeah. So, Crystal, so it looks like we're not getting all the information. Okay, so because Kat got the High Priestess, she is a woman about secrets. Yes, her third eye is definitely open, and she's very intuitive. I've got the King of Pentacles. So if I want to elaborate that, I almost feel like saying, hey, guess what? I wonder if their relationship is based a little bit on financial.
Or is Johnny an earth sign? That could be Johnny.
That could be Johnny as well. Johnny. So there's a lot of ways of interpreting this. But as far as my card is concerned, it was a yes. Kat's card is basically saying, you know what? We're not giving you an answer.
Sorry.
All right.
Sorry, Crystal.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just see. We'll scroll down. We'll scroll back up. I know there's another question. Adrian, yes. Adrian has a question. Adrian, what's your question? Let us know.
And do I have Adrian? I don't think I do.
I don't think so. So, Adrian, what's your astrological sign? Are you male, female, and are you under or over 30? Okay. So we wait there. We've got Coco Bear looking for a reading. So get her information. Oh, geez. Yeah, get her information ready. And I'll see if Adrian. Okay, so I don't see. We'll wait for Adrian to comment. Instead, sorry, as we're waiting, here we go. Here we go. No, we got it. Where is me and my current partner headed? His name is Emery. Okay, he's Capricorn. Okay. So
Sagittarius, Adrian, and I'm assuming female over 30.
Adrian, are you female? And if so, oh yes. So female age, yeah, above 30.
Okay. So that's the Queen of Wands. I'm just going to write that down for next time. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Where is Adrian and her partner headed?
All right. That is quite interesting what I pulled. Adrian, I got two cards that came out. They're very interesting. But I'm going to wait for Kat to go first this time.
Okay. My Queen of Wands. Where are you? Second pile. There you are. Okay, I have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So monetary, just coming out of some hardship financially. I don't know if you guys were having difficulty. It looks like maybe you're sort of, the reason you're asking about this relationship is maybe because you've hit a plateau, or you're sort of in a point where things have kind of stagnated maybe, and you're wondering where they're going. It looks as though resource wise, I don't know if money was an issue in your relationship or not, but if so, it looks like it's turned a corner. What have you got, Steve?
Yeah, that five is really it's messing with my head right now. Because yeah. Okay. So I've got two cards, folks. The first one I've got is the Hierophant. Okay. So this is all about religion. You can see the church. You can see you can see the church door open. And the next card I've got is the Three of Cups, and that's all about celebration. So Adrian, these two cards to me are saying marriage. I don't know why they're saying marriage.
Yeah. The Hierophant is an officiator at a wedding.
Yeah, it's like a priest, right?
Yeah.
And so that's quite interesting. So I'm smelling marriage, but I really want to look at Kat's card from a different perspective, saying like relief, recovery, right? Because in the upright position, it's you've lost money, right? Yeah. And so I think your answer to this relationship is going to provide you relief with these two cards, saying it seems to be heading towards marriage. Now let's see, because I see some comments coming through. Oh, good Lord, look what she just said. We discussed marriage but don't know what time frame, if it would happen one day. And then oops. Oh, thank you. And we also have oh yes, definitely money was a factor for sure.
Well, it looks like it's not going to be, or maybe the marriage will somehow put you in a better financial position. It looks like the finances we're not getting tens of pentacles, but
no,
we're getting, a recovery of some kind. And maybe you're pooling your resources will help you be a little bit better off financially.
Yeah.
You'll have to keep us posted on that.
Yeah. So I know she's got another question right after, but we'll get back to Adrian's. Hang on, we'll get back to you. We are going to go. Yeah, we're going to go to Coco Bear. General, please. Of course. You're welcome, Coco Bear. We're getting there. Okay, that came out. Okay. I've got the card. I will wait for Kat.
Got the Eight of Swords.
So feeling trapped and bound. Yeah. But it's really saying not necessarily true. So you might be feeling that way, but there's always a way out. So this is typically someone who's looking at themselves, feeling that way. Okay. Now it's funny because I've got the 10 of Wands. Now the 10 of Wands is really talking about being overburdened from work, typically, right? And you're overloaded and you're tired and you want to drop all those wands off of your shoulders and walk away, right? You've got too much going on your shoulders.
What if do you feel trapped in your job, Coco Bear? Do you feel like, you feeling like there's no way out? Because the cards are saying there is. You just can't see it. It's all around you. You just can't see it.
Yeah. So we'll wait for Coco Bear to respond. Yeah, but there's something going on where you're overburdened. Okay, so she's saying too much responsibilities. 100%. So that's dead on. So Coco Bear, between my card and Kat's card, I'm the one that picked up on the responsibilities. Kat's picking up on the fact that, you know what? You can get around them. You might have to delegate some of the responsibilities to someone else, right? So that's important. You have to remember that. Don't take everything on yourself.
Yeah. Remember, at the end of the day, it's only a job.
Yeah.
And I do. Sometimes I get into things and I have to, actually, that's right. It's just a job. I don't really care. I mean, I care. I show up to work. We show up to work. We make a decision every day to go to work. And while I'm there, I give it my all. But at the end of the day, if I'm feeling overloaded, I'm going to speak up and say, you know what? I think we need to take some of this off my plate and give it to someone else. And there's probably, maybe you're not seeing a way to do that, but there is a way. It's just, you've got to figure out what that is.
Yeah. And the responsibilities could not just be work. It could be at home, could be family, could be a bunch of things. Right?
Yep.
All right. Let's go back to Adrian. And we've got, will he propose soon?
Yes or no?
That's a yes or no question.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Coco Bear. All right. So let's see what we've got.
So if we get any twos, I'd say that's probably a yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Ones are definitely a yes.
And ones or twos. And maybe threes if it's depending on what it is, unless it's a 3 of swords. Hopefully we don't get a 3 of swords.
Okay. Let's see what we got. I'm going to close my eyes, cut the deck. What do we got? Hold on a second. I think this is the same card I got for her first reading. Which, if it is, well, no, I got the marriage. No, I pulled this for somebody else. Okay.
Yeah.
You go ahead, Kat.
So I have the 8 of rods or 8 of wands in reverse. It's looking like there's activity happening, but it's not.
Slow.
It's slow, or it's going in the wrong direction.
Yeah. So it's definitely slow. I've got the King of Pentacles indicating slow. Okay, so taking a while. So, Adrian, again, if he's going to propose, of course, everything's an if because we don't know for sure.
Yeah.
If he's going to propose, it's not going to be anytime soon. It seems like it's going to be in a little while from now. Okay. So I want to say, so this is, thank you. It's definitely true. Awesome reading. You're very welcome. And she also wrote, we already discussed marriage. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Is he waiting for an inheritance? Is he waiting for money to come in? I kind of get that King of Pentacles.
Yes.
Could be that he's this, and the 5 of Pentacles in reverse showing up is like, is he concerned about money? I mean, we all are. Who isn't these days? But is that the reason things are going so slow? I wonder. I know that's a big one for weddings. They are not cheap.
No. Okay. So while we're waiting for Adrian to respond, oh, let's see here. What do we got?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. So I'm waiting for the money.
That's what it feels like to me.
Yeah, money is a factor. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. And that's probably the holdup, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So next we have Anum, and Anum is new to us, Kat.
Right, Anum. Okay.
So she's a Libra, under 30.
Oh,
And
Page
obviously,
of Swords. Nice. All right. And it's a general read?
no, she's got a question.
Okay.
Is there a role that I'm meant to be in? So that, okay,
Role. Career wise, I'm assuming.
I would imagine. So Anum, that's a not an easy question. I think we could probably say, Anum, we need a little bit of clarity on that one. 'Cause 2 cards is not going to do it. So yes, career wise, Anum, are you talking about your current role? So should we be pulling for your current role or for something else? Let us know. That way we can figure that out.
Mm.
No, just in general, to be honest. Okay, so let's pull for the current role that you're in,
Mm-hmm.
and figure out whether or not that is the right. Am I in the right field? Okay, so that we can answer. So
I got the Queen. I got the Queen of Wands,
okay,
which is, this is somebody, maybe in a managerial type position. She's somebody who she would delegate work. She would kind of manage work. I don't know if you're in a position where you're overseeing projects or people. If so, if you're not, if you're sort of jockeying for a promotion, it might mean that you're ready for one, or the cards at least think that you are.
right, and the Queen of Wands is a definite yes card. So indicating, are you in the right field? Now my card, however, and I love this image. Okay,
The Devil.
no, it's the Hangman. You can see
Oh,
his
the
face right there.
Hangman.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
I've got the Hangman, indicating to me that, you know what, that card is a maybe card. It's really telling you that you need to look at your career and your current position from a different angle.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Outside the box a little bit.
yeah, yeah. So she's saying, am I in the right field? No, but that's the role I envision myself in lately.
Hmm.
Okay. So yeah, it's hard. Like my card's not giving you an answer, Anum. So, and Katz is saying yes,
Mm-hmm.
but I also feel like because I pulled the Hangman, it's almost saying yes for a temporary measure,
Mm-hmm.
and like reevaluate things, right? Look at things from a
Yeah.
different perspective. So,
Yeah.
from a temporary perspective, yes. From a long-term perspective, I don't think so. I would say reevaluate. Okay. Hello, Lily. Thanks for joining. We're just doing the live audience member readings. So let us know if you want a reading. So Anuma is saying very interesting, strangely makes sense at crossroads. There you go.
Wow. Love it.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see if there's any other questions out there. I don't think so. I'm just going to scroll. Lily, let us know if you want an answer to a question or a general read. There you go. Absolutely, Lily. We'll give you advice for the week.
And it's Lily, not Lily B, right?
Yeah, just Lily. Lily Scar. Yeah.
Queen of Swords. Okay. General read for Lily.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so before we get to Lily's reading, I just want to read what Coco Bear wrote. And Coco Bear saying, I understand now it's not about work, it's about driving the kids to activities. Yes, we got to share the driving with other parents. You guys are spot on again. Thank you. You're welcome. All right.
Cards are spot on.
Yeah.
We just tell you what the cards say. Yeah.
All right. So back to Lily. Oh, you go ahead, Kat.
So Lily, I don't know. This seems the cards are talking about career for you. Looks like you're whatever you've chosen to do in your career, you're doing a good job. You're sort of at a point of mastery of your skill, and people are starting to take notice. So keep up the good work.
Interesting. I got something that kind of rocks that boat. I've got the moon. So Lily, the moon is all about illusions and fears. Okay, so I'm wondering if this is related to work, and maybe you have a fear that because you're at this point where you've mastered your work, that maybe you feel like people are coming after you, or you're being watched, or something like that. Let us know if that makes any sense. Yeah, because the moon is about an illusion or fear, and I don't see the illusion part here. I see more the fear part. What do you think, Kat?
Yeah, I mean, there is a saying an executive once told me, don't be too good at something because then you get tapped to do it all the time.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's resonating. Lily, are you feeling a little bit like you're worried that people are going to sort of take advantage of you for your skills? But the moon is like a major arcana. It's like it tells me that this productivity at work has something to do with her inner self, maybe her view of herself, or there's something else about the moon that talks about your inner world, right?
It could be.
So I'm
Yeah.
wondering if it's got something to do with her feeling of, we all want to do well in our jobs, and sometimes we get lost in the work, but we're more than, whatever it is you do 9 to 5. We're so much more than that. But a lot of us identify really strongly with our jobs, and that can be to your detriment. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe think about your job a little bit differently. I mean, you're doing good at it, but maybe look at it from a different perspective, like sort of as it relates to you and who you are.
Yeah. Okay, we do have someone else. Okay, Lily's saying on Friday I had an evaluation at work. Maybe it talks about it. Yeah, it's very possible. And how did your evaluation go? Were you kind of iffy? And if so, that's where the fear part plays in. Okay. Now, this is Trinicia. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I hope I am. Fingers crossed. And are you new? I believe you're new, correct? Okay, so I pull cards. Kat pulls them in a different way. She's looking for a signifier card. So Trinicia, what we need is your sun sign, your astrological sign. If you're under or over 30, and we know you're female. That's all we need to know. Okay.
Yeah.
So let us know, and then we will pull a card for you for sure. You're welcome, Lily. So Sagittarius, and yes.
Yes.
Sorry.
Over or under 30.
Yeah, over or under 30. That's the only question we need to know. 34. Yeah,
Okay.
34. So above 30.
She's the Queen of Wands.
Yes. Now let me go find her question. Yes, I have a question of new love and what will happen with my career. So you got 2 questions. So we'll answer the first one about love, and then we'll work on the career one. All right. Oh, that went flying right away. Okay.
Read me, read me.
Yeah.
Ooh, we
Okay.
have the mysterious high priestess again.
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 Oh, okay. So Trinicia, that's a card indicating there might be secrets going on in
Yeah.
the relationship. So
Yeah.
you might not have either you or your partner. The truth is not being exposed. You guys are hiding things from each other. Funnily enough, I've got the Eight of Swords. So what that
Mm.
indicates, you know what? You might be feeling trapped or bound or tied, so to speak, but you're really not. There's always a way out of it. Okay. So I feel like the secrets, maybe you feel like there's something more and you're not getting the information. Like maybe you feel like your partner's hiding something and you're not figuring
Mhm.
that out.
Mhm.
And that kind of fits with the cards, right? And that makes you feel like, oh, like what do I do? Where do I go? Etc. Etc. So you
Or are
might
you the one keeping secrets?
right. So
One of
vice
you is.
versa. So let us know if
Yeah.
that makes sense for your love reading, like your relationship.
Hmm.
Hopefully it does. Um, and then the next one we'll get to for her is her career.
Career.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. She's saying no, it's them. Or did you mean
Them.
him?
Okay.
Them? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So definitely, but it seems like that's what's going on. Okay. So
But
your
but
career.
because it's a major arcana, I'm tempted to reason that it's a soul lesson. Like this person was brought into your life to sort of test you a little bit in that regard. Maybe teach you something about yourself.
Yeah, she's saying it's a past situation. Okay.
Mm. Okay, so career. You're not gonna believe this. Eight of Swords.
Oh, that's what I just pulled for her love. Okay. Now, if I
So
pull what you pulled for her, that would be
don't
funny.
pull a high priestess.
No, my God, this card keeps coming up tonight. I got the moon.
What? Ugh. Something's going on with the career again. Same. Wow. Okay.
Okay, so Trinicia, the moon is really about illusions and fear. So um, I feel like this is the same reading we just gave to Lily or someone. Anyway, um, the moon is
Crazy.
all about illusions and fear, and the eight, as you know, is about being bound or trapped. So is there something going on at your work right now that's got you a little bit scared?
Mhm.
You know, maybe
Yeah.
are eyes on you, or maybe did you do something wrong and people are now pissed, um, or do you? Yeah, it's just that's like
Again, it's the moon. It's another soul lesson. There's something in that um the shadow self. Maybe there's a side of her coming out at work that's not helping her.
right.
Sometimes we feel like we have to put on airs. We have to be somebody we're not at work, right? I'm wondering if there's some kind of side of you that's coming out at work and maybe it's not helping.
So she says,
Um,
yes, I feel my boss is not fond. Yeah, fond of you. Absolutely.
mhm,
And you're probably dead on, because the cards are kind
mhm.
of indicating that they're now in saying that, because I got the moon as well, is your boss playing the nice card to your face and maybe not to your back? Because that would be the illusion part of it, right? Because I got the
Or that
moon.
she's being manipulative, like
Yeah, right.
she's not helping you when she should be helping you and doing what a boss does.
So she's saying, yes,
I would watch yourself around her. I would be very careful.
her or him. I don't know if it's a
Yeah.
male or female boss, but yeah, be careful because they seem to be. I almost want to say they're pushing you down. They're putting you in a situation that's uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I've had bad bosses. I feel that. It sucks. I'm sorry you're going through that.
Trust me, I'm going through the same thing at the moment.
Yeah. You are too. Aren't you?
Yeah.
God.
Okay. Let me just double check the Instagram side here if I've missed anything. No. Okay. So I think, yeah, I don't see any other questions for the night. Okay. So just to let everybody know, yes, I do repost this video. YouTube, I think it already gets posted. I will repost it on Instagram for everybody to watch as well. So feel free to rewatch it. Let your friends, your family know to come join us on Sunday evenings at 9 o'clock. Speaking of which, we might change the time because now it's getting darker a lot sooner. So stay tuned for that. So if there is a time change, you'll see it on the announcement that I make that goes out.
Yeah.
So just pay attention there. It's usually 9. If we change it, it'll go to 8.
Yeah.
Okay. And I want to thank everybody for being here. Again, we love doing this. It's so much fun for us. And I feel like it does give people some answers and some relief. So, keep coming back for more, and I will turn it over to Kat to close it off.
Yeah. So Steve reads tarot for a living. I do not. I'm just an enthusiast who's been reading the cards for a couple of decades, and I love it. And 2 cards we can give you some basic answers, but if you've got any questions about anything really meaningful, you want to do a deeper dive into the career, and if the cards weren't telling you what you were hoping they would tonight, book a reading with Steve and ask, how can I improve the situation, or how can I get a more favorable outcome, or just ask to do a deeper dive, and he can sit down with you over Zoom and go over it and give you a little bit more context to your situation and some advice that may just help you. So do consider this. And like Steve says, tell your friends, and we love to do the reads. So we hope to see you again next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.